Alright, I'm going to do a quick review of my Porter Cable 14-inch bandsaw that I just bought it at Lowe's about 2 weeks ago, and I just wanted to give a little update on it. I didn't see a lot of reviews on these, especially anybody that's purchased the fence for it or anything like that, so I was going to go over it. Alright, first thing, it's a pretty good little bandsaw. It's my first 14-inch bandsaw. I had a 10-inch before that, and I wanted to be able to cut some bigger stuff, so sold that on the Craigslist and went with this. If you want to see what it looks like, sorry about the camera, right there. I bought this crappy Craftsman mobile base for it. Don't do that. Shop around, get something else. So when I get some more money, I'm going to replace that, because that thing is the hardest damn thing I've ever had in my life to try to get level. My floors are a little uneven in the garage, no big deal, but that Craftsman base sucks. Don't do it. The only reason I bought it is because it was on clearance, because it was missing the hardware. So I got it for, I think, $17, and then I went and bought like $4 worth of hardware to put it together. It's still not worth the price I paid for it. Piece of crap. All right, with that being said, bandsaw has a cabinet on the bottom, so you can store your blades, anything like that. I'm probably gonna make some kind of shelf in the middle right there, and seal at the back with either tape or some silicone or something like that, because as you can see, the sawdust falls in there. And to use this mobile base, I don't know what the other ones are like, I had to trim about a ½ inch off the bottom of the door. So I just used my Dremel and I just cut that off the bottom with a straight edge, and it works like a champ. Didn't really affect it because there's nothing down there anyway, as you can see. It was vibrating a little bit, and I think a lot of it has to do with this stupid base like I'm talking about, because it's not that even. Even though it's sitting right there, it looks pretty even, but it's not. So I sandwiched the top of this cabinet, the top of the cabinet, between a piece of MDF and I have a piece of plywood underneath, and sandwiched that thin metal top, and that cut vibration down to like almost nothing. I can balance a nickel on there, do whatever I gotta do. And I think if I took it off the base and put it straight on the floor, and it has leveling legs on the bottom of it, just little pegs or whatever, I think if I did that, then it would be nothing. There would be absolutely no vibration. All right, as you can see, I got the fence on there. That doesn't come with it. Right after I bought the saw, I called Porter Cable because I wanted a riser block for it, which would go right there. And from Porter Cable, if you just call the number that's in the instruction manual that comes with it, the riser block is $80. That's a pretty good value. It comes with all the parts you need and everything, but they're on back order right now, so I couldn't get it. But I asked about the fence, and it was $49. I think it cost me $56 shipped total. And the fence comes with, actually the fence, of course, so as on there, has this lock, 2 sight gauges. You only really need one when you set it up. And it comes with the 2 aluminum rails. The front one has the measuring tape, and as you can see, the back one has nothing. They're exactly the same. They just mount on 2 bolts on there. And if you do it, the fence has, or the table, I'm sorry, has 2 mounting ports, mounting holes right there, and they're gonna go on the lower ones. The instructions don't tell you that, but that's where they're gonna go. One big thing I don't like about it is how the door closes. It's just these friction clamps right here. You push it in, and sometimes they don't line up right, and you gotta squeeze it pretty good. And the same thing's on the bottom. It only has one on the bottom right there. And another big thing I don't like about it is dust collection. Dust collection kind of sucks on this thing. Look at my table, as you can see. It looks like a nice big 2.5 inch dust collection port, but if you look down inside of here, let me see if I can get this on the video. They step it down, and it's only like a 1/4 inch hole inside of there that sucks it up, and it pretty much sucks. Well, it doesn't suck, so let's put it that way. So what I plan on doing in the future, I don't know if you can see this real well, sorry for the light, is I'm probably gonna tap off of this with like some 1/2-inch PVC. I'm gonna cut a hole in here, and I'm gonna put basically like a telescoping piece of PVC right here and suck it right off the roller, the thrust bearing and all that, because that's where most of your dust is. All right, it's got standard thrust bearings on the upper and the lower right here. And you have some micro adjustments. You have to loosen this, you have to loosen this, and then you can make some micro adjustments right here. And the same for the blocks. It comes with these metal, and they were magnetic blocks on there. And what I did is I just replaced them with a set of, I think I paid $8 on Amazon. I bought some cool blocks and put those in there. It works a lot better. Eventually I might upgrade to a Carter system or just put some rollers on here. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. Sorry to put my cigarette out. What else? Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. It does what it needs to do. It'll take up to a 1/2-inch blade is what it says, but I actually ordered some Olsen blades, and this is a 3/16 right here, but I put a 5/8 blade on there for when I did some resawing, and it works like a champ. A 5/8 blade, I wouldn't go any bigger than that, but it worked like a champ. What else? Oh, one big complaint I have about it, and it's actually turned into a little bit of a positive about the company, about Porter Cable. Porter Cable has a pretty good warranty on the system, and when I got this, it's pretty damn heavy. You know, it's a couple hundred pounds. I put it all together, and I did not want to take it back to the store, back to Lowe's where I bought it. And right here, where you have your basically your kerf cut inside the table, so you can get the blade out. The back side was about 1/8 of an inch higher than the front side, so the table had either warped or been bent in packaging when it's sitting in Lowe's. So if you're pushing a piece of wood across here, it was like boom, and it stuck, and you had to lift it and take it over top. So I had to order another table from them. And like I said, it was a bad thing, but it ended up being a positive for the company, because I talked to the lady. I told her the problem. She was like, all right, I'll have one out tomorrow. I got it in 3 days. Sent me a brand new table. I have the old one. It's over there in a cabinet somewhere. I'm just going to keep it in case whatever happens. I don't have to send it back. And the unit, another positive, the unit does not come with a miter gauge. I guess it used to when it first came out. And now they don't send one in there, and it's not in a manual either. But I just happened to ask about it, and she's like, oh yeah, I'll send you a miter gauge, no problem. So she sent with the table, I got the miter gauge with it. It's not the greatest miter gauge, but it's decent tight in there. I don't know, I've seen better, and I was probably going to end up purchasing better, but if it came with it, it came with it. I mean, that was nice. It came free. I mean, she hooked me up. And I got the fence, like I said. What else? All right, I guess I'll turn it on. You guys can hear it. Like I said, it's already tensioned up. I got a 3/16 blade on there. And here we go. It's pretty quiet. Excuse me, I'm just talking normal. Cuts pretty good. I would cut something that does get a little loud, and my kids are sleeping right on the other side of the garage right there, so I'm not going to do it. But no issues with it. Set up pretty nice. I made a couple bandsaw boxes as soon as I got it. Cut pretty good. If you guys have any questions about it, or you want to know anything about Porter Cable 14-inch bandsaw, just message me below, and I'll answer it as soon as I can. Thanks.